Okay, so you found the perfect job, you have a great resume, and you've written a killer cover letter, but who do you address it to?
That is like the question of the year, I think. I have been asked that question more times in like the past week or so than like any other question at all. It's crazy. But it's one of those really important things that you have to make sure you do right. You don't want something very generic. You don't want to have it say, "Dear hiring manager." Really boring. You're not really sure. It looks like you haven't done your due diligence. And that's what you want to make sure comes across that you have done, because you should be doing it. Another thing, people ask, well, if it's not on the job description, where am I supposed to get it? And the thing is, there's a lot of ways to go after it. And, one of my biggest things that I always recommend is actually, if you can't find it, if you can't find it online after Googling, if you can't find it on LinkedIn, call the company. That number you're going to be able to find. Ask for the human resource department, and then just say, what, I'm looking for, the name of the person that is handling the management for X position. And tell them, and just say, I'd like to make sure that I address it properly. And if you could let me know the name, that would be fantastic. And it's something little like that that's always really great, just to make sure you go and do, to make sure it doesn't just say, "Dear sir" or "madam" or something generic like that. One of the things that, I do recommend, if you can't find out, just, put something along the line of, "Dear," whatever the name of the job title is, "hiring manager." At least there's something to it. It has a bit more information. It's going to go to the right person. It's still generic, but, if you've tried and you can't find it, do that.
Yeah, definitely. And this is something within your job search that you just can't be lazy about. You really shouldn't be lazy about anything in your job search, but addressing your cover letter like this, actually going out and figuring out who you need to address it to, will definitely make you stand out, because I guarantee you not very many people actually go out of their way to do that. And so when you do it, they're going to be like, wow, I have never seen this. I didn't expect someone to actually know who to address it to and actually be personal like this. So when you actually go that extra step, it'll speak volumes about your character and who you are. So that's definitely something they'll love to see on it. And, you just don't want your first impression to come off as lazy either. So, go the extra mile. You'll thank yourself later.
Definitely. And another thing, when you do have them on the phone, you do have the hiring department on the phone, and, ask them if the position's still open. Do yourself that favor to find out if it still is, if anything has changed about it, and at least, you have that bit of information, because I know people have applied and then they hear back, oh, it's already been filled. And, it's something they might have been able to, not apply for because it's already been filled, but it hasn't been closed off on the job board. So you have them on the phone, get the name and the details, make sure it's still open, and you will be good to go.